Give me a quote right now. Where's the publication?
TheCapitalistArmy.com.
Yeah, that's what I thought, you stupid little fruit bowl, for Christ's sake. How in the world are you going to call up with that, Richard Simmons out of the pooper type voice and attempt to try to corner me in some kind of position? I mean, what are you trying to attempt by doing this?
I'm trying to make you mad, bro.
You're not making me mad. As a matter of fact, I pity your ass. I mean, first of all, you sound like you're definitely going to be that kid from Who's the Boss. Remember Jonathan? Oh, Jesus Christ, have you seen the latest picture of him, for Christ's sake? He looks like some drugged-out, trans-testicle, cross-dressing, red hair, wrinkled around the mouth from having too many blowjob idiots out there on a gay dance floor. That's what you're going to be, 801. I mean, do you have any, what's your future, all right? Enough of me. Who are you? What's your future? What do you have planned for yourself?
I'm a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, you know what? Those become a dime a dozen, all right? Pretty cool guys come a dime a dozen. What makes you cooler than everybody else?
I don't know, bro.
Of course you don't know. You want to know why? Because you can't come up with the damn brain cells to concoct an original thought. So what makes you cool if you can't even communicate properly? I'm sitting over here giving you a verbal bitch slap, and all you can say is these sputtering out sentence fragment memes that, somebody told somebody else to tell somebody else to tell somebody else. Come up with your own original thought process right now. Amuse us right now, 801. Go.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? What? Does everybody hear this, folks? This is the youth of America, folks. This is the youth. I'm not joking. This is stupid, imbecilic youth America. This is shitbag America, for Christ's sake. Now do you know why I get pissed? Now do you know why it hurts to wake up every morning, for Christ's sake? This is the future. This is the future out here. Hold on, he's still there. One more time, 801. Can you concoct an original thought process? We already know that you don't have enough testosterone to make your voice fully deep. So why don't you concoct at least some kind of an original thought process so you can swoon the intellectual prowess of anybody that happens to be, half-ass articulate in the audience today. Go ahead, 801.
What am I trying to make an original sentence about, bro?
See,
Anything?
once again, he doesn't know shit from Shinola. This is the typical response to those that have been brought up in public school. They know they can just kind of BS around the answer or BS around actually, answering a question by just saying, well, what am I supposed to do? I mean, what am I supposed to... This is bureaucracy. This is our country. Do you understand why I get up on here every goddamn day of my life? I give you 3 hours. 3 hours of my goddamn life. I mean, I'm shooting pearls to you idiots. I'm giving you financial advice. I'm telling you things that no one in this goddamn life would ever tell you. And this is it. This is what you people are doing. I mean, you're listening to it, all right? You're listening to the youth of America today, and I kid you not. I kid you not. This is it. I know you people are like, oh, there's no way. This is it. No, this is real. This is real, and it's a shame that, this is going to be the future of this country. I mean, don't you idiots understand that? I mean, good God! It's the future of the country, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. And then these people are bitching and moaning that, I can't find a job. I can't find a job. There are jobs plentiful around. All right? You just got to go and move to them and work at them. The problem is that incompetent three-brain cell jerk dicks, like the one we just heard here, the previous caller, these people believe that they should get, $75,000 a year because they're flipping burgers on a grill somewhere. I mean, this is the type of mentality that they have. This is a disgrace. That's why America is being flushed down the proverbial toilet, and this is why America, as I see it, in the long term, is going to be a thing of antiquity, I mean, unless we legalize the immigrants that are in here, because they're the only ones working. Believe it or not, the American people aren't working. 53% of the American economy is comprised of entitlements, for Christ's sake. Can you believe this crap? I mean, 53% of our country's economy is dependent on these useless jerkasses getting checks at the first of the month. And do you think by the sound of some of these youths that are calling up Do you think that these people are going to be able to somehow catapult us into the new? I mean, no, absolutely not. So that's why I'm calling on the capitalists. I'm calling on the capitalists, the individuals that do have the mental prowess to be above this ridiculous simplicity. Those that go beyond mediocrity, that aren't complacent with the average status quo, that want to accomplish more than being some simplistic meatbag with a bowl of mush in that cranium they call a head. It's ridiculous. Let me take another caller here. We're supposed to be talking about Obama holding a damn press conference, trying to act like Henry Clay, for Christ's sake. The of all compromisers. Yeah, right. Jesus Christ. Who else? We got anybody engineer, for Christ's sake? All right, 201, you're on the horn. What's up?
Hey, Ghost, I want to know what you have against SpongeBob.
Shut up, all right? I don't have anything against SpongeBob or any of those stupid, dumb little cartoons. It's you stupid idiots that fail to grow up, all right? You idiots fail to grow up. You need to realize that, I got to take responsibility for myself. I can't live in Mommy's basement. I can't go out and continue to, smell paint thinner on the weekends and come back home and Mom will make me a Red Baron pizza. I just can't keep doing it. You can't keep doing it, you idiot. But no, you haven't. You see, I find it funny that, these males, and have you seen some of these males, the bronies and all these other idiots that follow these dumb animated cartoons and actually take them literal, which they're meant for young kids. This isn't some pseudo-adult-like cartoons like the Looney Tunes were, per se. No, these are cartoons that are geared towards 8-year-old girls. I mean, these are cartoons that are geared towards young children, and you've got males that are over the age of 18, 20s, 30s, that are actually comprising themselves of some sort of a community that appreciates this crap. All right? So all I'm saying is, folks, is that this is just utterly disgusting. And as we continue to hear each caller after caller after caller, do you think that America is going to be able to be the bastion of capitalism that it was in the 80s, that it was in the 90s? Do you think it'll ever be the bastion of capitalism? Or do you feel, as I feel, that we are the bastards? We are the bastards of capitalism. I want to hear from you. Area code 319, you're on the horn. What's up?
Hello?
Yeah, you sound like a perv. I don't want to talk to you. 912, what's up? And you're playing with your Peter Popper. 509, you're on the horn.
Hello?
Yeah.
I think the problem is that Obama and all the guys who are in Congress, etc., that are arguing, they're career politicians. They're trained to try and manipulate each other into thinking. But we need some guy who isn't a career politician. He just knows the fundamentals of our country, and he understands capitalism, like Ronald Reagan, for example. We need someone like him.
I hate to say it, and look, there was a lot of faults with Reagan also. I mean, let's be honest. Reagan did increase spending, and of course the conservatives' response for Reagan that he increased spending was the fact that, we were in the Cold War. We were in the Cold War. Yeah, but did we really need Star Wars for $1 trillion, or whatever the hell it cost? Did we need, all this garbage that, the damn Soviet Union fell on its own economic policies anyway, so what difference does it make? But I do have to agree that when it came to its economic policies as it relates to the tax code, as it relates to business, they were excellent for the time. I mean, let me tell you, it was Reagan's economic policy that was ran. Jesus Christ, forgot the guy's name that was the treasurer at the time and the economic guy. I think it was. Jesus Christ, I forgot his name offhand. But those were great times. I mean, I know that there were some Poe people in America that are going to sit over here and say, "Oh, baby, that ain't right, baby. That's when I got hooked on crack cocaine, baby. That's when I got hooked on crack cocaine. I was in the hood, baby. That ain't fair, baby." You know what I'm saying? Well, look, that's the bad part about capitalism, folks. There's losers. And you see, that's what the communists and the socialists and any other collective form of economic ideology try to exploit. They exploit the fact that, oh, look at the poor needs to rise up, and they need to do this and do that. And then once the poor rise up, as we've seen in all communist models, what happens? They make demagogues out of the heads of bureaucracy, which is just as pathetic, which is just as it's more ridiculous than anything you can imagine. So give me a break. All right? I mean, capitalism is nature. Capitalism is much like nature. Do you understand? If you look at any living organism, just go into the woods. You know, go into some place where there's a lot of ecosystems surrounding you. You know, insects, animals, birds. I mean, you'll notice that they're all killing and eating something else that was alive on this earth to sustain itself. It's the way of nature. And unfortunately, the food chain stops with humanity. And unfortunately, we've had these collectivists and these people that believe that communism is the way to go, manipulate the masses with this political romanticism that if we feed every human being, we clothe every human being, we house every human being, that somehow we're going to be in, you know, some great form of utopia on this planet caravan we call Earth. But what I am suggesting, and this is why we're seeing a lot of changes within our environments, we're seeing a lot of changes with the world, is because we have too many goddamn people on the planet. And it's one thing to have too many people on the planet and they're all productive, because if we had a whole planet that was productive, we wouldn't just be on this planet. We'd go and colonize space by this time. You understand? We'd have other suitable solutions to continue to sustain life that is produced on this earth so it won't be a burden on the natural resources of this planet. But no, that's not what's happening here on this planet, is it? No, you know what's happening here? I'll tell you what's happening here. You've got these political romanticists. You know, these assholes that feed all this crap to the simplistic masses. You know, the Che Guevaras, the Fidel Castros, the Karl Marxes. These people that, you know, they talk to a bunch of idiots and they tell them things that'll make them go, yeah, yeah, yeah. And there, they've got some kind of political philosophy, for Christ's sake. You know? Anyway. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. I want to hear from you. You know, we were talking about how Obama's holding a press conference with his best impression of Henry Clay, saying that, you know, he's put his balls on the table. Now it's time for the Republicans to put their balls on the table, all right? And, of course, John Boehner, which is the Speaker of the House out there, he was saying that, well, it's not up to him, it's up to the House Democrats, because the House Democrats apparently want to increase taxes. Oh, that's great, isn't it? They're staunch. I mean, you know, the Democrats, according to Boehner over here, supposedly, these people are so obstinate when it comes to raising these taxes that the Democrats are willing to throw the goddamn American economy into default. If they don't get some kind of tax increase upon the quote-unquote wealthy. And I think it's a disgrace, is really what it is. It's an utter disgrace what's happening here. America, the only place in the world where you get penalized for being prosperous, where you get penalized for being successful. You know, it's pathetic. Give me a drink on that note. Give me a goddamn drink. Raise taxes. Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm getting raped here. Do you understand? Not only me and other taxpayers across the United States of America, we're getting raped every time we not only have to pay the feds, you know? We got to pay the federal government, but sometimes we got to pay state governments. Luckily in Texas you don't have to pay state governments. You got to pay municipalities when it comes to property taxes and other fishing and hunting licenses and all. I mean, you could just add up the amount of taxes that one has to pay. It's disgraceful. You understand? I mean, I'm getting raped here, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm getting extorted money out of my pocket. You know, I worked hard for it, damn it. All right? It's no coincidence that, I have so much insight about so many things, for Christ's sake. All right? Because, let me tell you something. I'm getting extorted money out of my pocket. Because, what, some poor people want to get fat on disgusting food, on food cards? You know that food cards are taken at goddamn